Okay, let's see what this is doing. Hey, and we are live. I think it's time to jump into some duels. See where this is going. I don't know how all this works. Okay, so we're going to try and to just jump into some duels and just see where this goes. Okay, so we are just going to jump onto Dueling Book right now, really quick, and this is the deck that we're going to be taking. I'm just going to load it up here now. Here we go. So we are going to be taking Zodiac Dogmatica. It's got a little bit of spice in there. It's got the Time Thief Winders in there, and they are literally just in there because if you open up with a Ram, it equals full combo, and it also helps you extend if you open up a Tenki, but you get hit with an Ash Blossom. And let's say you open up like Tenki that gets hit with an Ash, and let's say you open up a Whiptail, it won't do anything on its own. You can summon a Whiptail, put the Hammergong over the top, detach the Whiptail to special summon the Winder, then you can put the Chakanine on top of the Hammergong, detach to special summon back the Whiptail, then special summon the Five Fist Eagle, bounce a Tenki back to your hand so you haven't wasted it, send the Buffalo, and then Buffalo can special summon itself for free. And then you'll have Buffalo and Winder left on the field. You can use them to go to a Chakanine, hard make the Chakanine, and then you can revive either the Hammergong or the Chakanine in your graveyard. You probably want to revive the Hammergong. Then you can put Tiger Mortar on, give Hammergong a material, and then put the Dryden over the top. So that way you can play through Ash Blossom. It's quite cool little combo. You learn a lot of these things through just playing a deck, like those little weird interactions that do come up. And yeah, so this is side. The side are 3 Dark Ruler no more, 2 Kaijus, 2 Nibiru's, 3 Cosmic Cyclones, 2 Lightning Storms, 2 Evenly Matched, and a red Rebuke. This deck really gets hurt by back row. I was maining Solemns at one point, but Infinite Impermanence in my eyes is just better. It can stop 2 things rather than just stopping the one. So if the summon of something is okay, like sometimes you just want to stop the turn rather than negate a summon and just let them play through stuff. But yeah, so that's why I've got 3 Impermanent main with the side deck. The reason I'm running so much back row hate is because this deck really struggles with back row. Nibiru and Kaijus and Dark Rule no more for the combo, and then for the slower decks we have these to out them. If we are going against a combo deck, I will tend to throw in the Lightning Storms and the Evenlies along with the Nibirus. I try not to side any more than 4 to 6 cards. Only because if you start siding too many cards in and taking too many cards out, your whole strategy changes. So for example, Ash Blossom, that will most likely never be taken out of the deck. That is an absolute must in my eyes. What will be taken out of the deck when I am siding are the Effect Veilers. I do like to take those out for either the Kaijus or the Nibirus or the Evenly Matches, and that's why they are at 2, okay, because they're just taking up that space. You can run them at 3 if you want. If you don't agree with my side deck choices, you feel free to change them. However, I do recommend that you give this deck a go. Other cards, you can probably tell, we've got the Foolish Burial and the Monster Reborn. You can take those out as well. You can also take out a Whiptail and a Thoroughblade if you need to, although I would prefer to take the Whiptail out over the Thoroughblade because the Thoroughblade is what helps draw into other combo pieces and just keep pushing further and further, especially when you open Thoroughblade and Ram. You really appreciate having a Thoroughblade because it gives you full combo. And then for the Dogmatica engine, we're literally just running 3 Ecclesia, 2 Flawed Lease, and the 1 Punishment. Don't need to run more than 1 Punishment. Obviously 3 Nadir Servant as well. Sorry about that. But yeah, don't need to run more than 1 Punishment. I've seen people run 2. I've even seen people run 3. This card locks you out of your extra deck for your next turn. So you really only want to use this if it's going to guarantee you the win. You're normally using this when you've got a Mega Clops set up and sometimes an access code talker as well. The extra deck may look a little bit weird. I haven't got it 100% how I like it. I want to fiddle around with the ratios. I've seen people run Tiger Mortar at 2 and Chakanine at 2. I run that if I'm splashing this in with another deck that has extra deck space. Whereas because this is more the pure variant or closer to the pure variant than you're probably going to get, unless you see someone running pure zoo, which is if you're playing pure zoo and someone hand traps you, you feel it. If someone bounces your cards or negates and destroys your monsters, you just have no follow-up plays. And I was getting so sick of normal summoning, getting judgmented, or that getting popped, or that or my Chakanine getting impermed or ashed, and then just sitting on a Trident and passing. This way, if my Chakanine gets stopped, I have ways with Winder, Buffalo, Eagle, Dogmatica cards, because remember, Ecclesia can special summon herself. If you don't use the effect of Ecclesia, if you do not use the effect of Ecclesia, you can still go into your extra deck, so you can special summon her. She's a free extender. So if you want to hard make the Chakanine, instead you can do so. So if you draw her and Ram, you can normal the Ram, make the Hammergong special the Ecclesia, and go off from there. Or if your opponent has an extra monster, then you're looking even better because you normal the Ram, special the Ecclesia for free, and just, yeah, the Dogmatica cards really helped out this deck. They really gave it another side that the deck really needed. It just needed something to help it keep playing through. So anyway, we're going to get straight into the games. So let's see how well we do. Hopefully we open up the nuts and I can show you some really cool combos with this deck. I'm not liking the fact that this guy only has 9 cards in his extra deck. Okay, so we're going to start by summoning our Whiptail. And then we're going to put the Hammergong over the top of the Whiptail. Then we're going to reveal the Winder, detach to special summon, and then we're going to make the Chakanine. We're going to activate Chakanine's effect. See if that's okay. I'm going to say it's okay. And I'm just going to bring back the Whiptail. The reason why I'm not bringing back the Hammergong, and the reason why I'm not going to go into Brotherhood Eagle, is because if I go into Eagle now, I don't have Tenki to bounce back, which means I can't send a card from the deck, which means it would just be a dead card. So we're just going to bring the Whiptail back and just want the Hammergong in the graveyard, just so our graveyard is a bit more set up. We're going to put the Tiger Mortar on there, and then we're going to put the Trident over the top. We're definitely going to play into Nibiru. We're going to chip this in the graveyard. View. Search for Ecclesia. Special summon Ecclesia. See, now here, if we wanted to, if we didn't go into the Chakanine and Tiger Mortar, we could make the Chakanine here, revive this and put the Mega Clops on field. I want to do that, but because obviously the servant, I cannot. So yeah, so we're just going to set the punishment. End phase Ash Dragon is going to trigger. and that's going to allow us to add the Ecclesia for our follow-up play next turn. Right, let's see what we can do. It's not a very strong board, but it's enough that I can comfortably sit here and not cry about dying. I feel like we're going against paleos. Oh no. Ban list predictions. This is something that I have been thinking about the past couple of days. You know, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of people have been talking about the ban list and what's going to get hit, what should get hit, what shouldn't get hit. You know, and at the end of the day, everyone's going to have their own opinion on what's what. You can't really say for definite until it comes out. So we're going to put the Chaka 9 over here and try and pull. Okay, that's fine. Declare that. Detach with target hellhound. Hammergang. Okie dokie. He's not going to do anything about that. That is fine. And how do we want to do in this position? I think we just make the Chaka 9 and then make this. Yeah, I think that's what we do. So I think we overlay these two to make the Chaka 9. And then we're going to declare Chaka effect and detach the Winder. We're going to special summon out the Whiptail. And then we're going to send these to the graveyard. And we're going to summon our Megaclops. Okay. This is where it gets hit with a Solemn Judgment now, isn't it? I'm actually quite scared of that back row. Although he would have striked it if it... Yeah, I'm going to declare target check. And then we're going to take this one. Take these. Oh. Take that. I wish people would read what cards did rather than just do things on impulse. But yeah, this is what the deck. Well, this is what the deck should do. Banish it. No. No. Take it. Oh my god, this is a nightmare. This is an absolute nightmare. What then? Give the card to me, please. Oh, this is a nightmare. So basically what Megaclops does is targets a... doesn't have to be a Zodiac, but Zodiac's probably, apart from Super Quants, play in star move to monster zone and change control. Okay, so yeah, basically this. Oh my god! Just change the control. Basically, this deck just makes Megaclops and smacks you for 4k all the time. Oh. Just send it to both. So declaring Japanese effect. Unfortunately, we get people like this in the stream. Okay, so we're going to revive that Hammer Gong. Have we summoned Tiger Morton this turn? No, we have not. Fantastic. So, we can slap the Tiger Mortar over the top of you, declare your effect, detach, and we're going to special summon this. I'm going to overlay these two and move that over there. There we go. Fantastic. Now, what can we do? We can make Eagle just to clear up space. But that's not what it's going to do. Yeah, no, there's no point going to do this, just a bit of waste. Yeah, so we'll just attack this. Now remember, because Chakanine was brought back, because Hammergong was brought back with the Chakanine, the Hammergong won't have to detach during the end phase, so our Trident will be protected. So will our Tiger Mortar, even though Tiger Mortar isn't really doing much on the field this turn at all. But it is protected, however, it will have to be detached during the end phase. Oh, wow. This is some scary stuff. That's a 21 beat stick. Detach. Pop. So basically, I'm debating running 2 Megaclops in my build. Okay, so basically I'm thinking of running a second Megaclops, maybe instead of the Omega or maybe instead of the Appaloosa. The Appaloosa only really comes up when you've already got the Megaclops on field, and then you normally just bring out the Appaloosa for your 3 negates, because you're never really going to make this 4 negates. You can do, but realistically it's not gonna come up. Honestly, this is not going how I wanted it to go. This is why I prefer Dueling Nexus, because you can't have, like, you don't have to explain yourself. It's like yes or no. But yeah, I think Zodiacs have a really good matchup against pretty much everything in the meta. This is where the guy is about to say that Zodiacs, it doesn't say that it's a quick effect, and then I have to explain that the old version of quick effect is during either player's turn, and then we yes, there we go. Fantastic. Yeah, so I prefer Nexus only because I haven't been able to get EDO Pro to work on my MacBook. If anyone out here is watching that could show me a way, that would be absolutely fantastic, because I would love to know. When squads, oh wow, nice, he's gonna burn me to death. Finish it. I'm going to attempt to finish it. Declare effect to attach to the dragon. Sorry, this was supposed to be such the end phase. Then I guess I'm going to special summon you. Declare your effect to search. I'm going to add the punishment just in case he's trying to. Oh no, I have not got the punishment. Oh yeah, MS2 bit start again, didn't we? So we're going to add the floor release, and then we're going to special the floor release. Nth battle phase, attack you for 4,000. Declare. So Ecclesia is 2,000, and he is floor release is 3,000. Yeah, I don't know what he's going to say now. Yeah, you get people like this that are obviously want to see this one stuff. Okay, so you get people that are new to the game, and you know they want to play. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so you have people that are new to the game, people that just like playing old nostalgic decks and stuff like this. I don't know what this guy was doing with his deck. But yeah, that was kind of felt a bit skewed in my favour. So I'll be surprised if I lose, but you know, you don't know. He could be trolling me, and he could, you know, change his deck during the side, and it could be some absolute powerhouse thing that I haven't seen. But yeah, we are going to get into this, and hopefully I don't get my ass handed to me by some random combo that he's going to pull out of thin air. But hopefully we can get against a stronger deck next time, maybe against Eldritch. You can actually see how this deck fares against other decks. Obviously, we're running the Dogmatica engine, yes, so it is technically classed as a meta deck, or somewhat a meta deck. But yeah, so I am going to throw in the Gamma Seals for the effect veilers. And that's the only change that I'm going to make for this. So let's see what is going to happen. He's going first. Doesn't look like that's going to happen from his end. Okay, so we've got the Ash, we've got the double Thoroughblade. Now, normally if I had two of the same Zodiac monster, I wouldn't really be happy, and don't get me wrong, I would prefer to be Ram and Thoroughblade. However, this I'm not too sad about, because if I'm on someone Thoroughblade, pitch the other Thoroughblade, draw a card, you know, it's not the craziest combo in the world, but if I can draw something half decent, then that's great. So we're going to declare Thoroughblade, send Thoroughblade to the graveyard, and then we're going to draw a card. Time Thief Winder. That does make quite a difference. So we're going to special summon our Chaka 9. Wrong one, but it will be okay. So we'll detach from the Jackanine to special summon Thoroughblade. Then we will. I've messed this up quite hard. Oh dear, Brandon. So what I was supposed to do is go in Hammergong, detach to special, and then I would have 2 XYZs, and then I could just overlay the 2 level 4 monsters to make the third to go to the Mega Collapse. However, we're going to have to play through this misplay. You know, it can happen because you're so used to going to Jackanine first. Right, we can still get Jackanine in the grave, not that we really want it in the grave. Is there any point? Overlay Tiger Mortar. Detach to attach. I think that's what I'm going to do. So summon you. Detach to special Thoroughblade. And we're going to overlay the Tiger Maul and the Thoroughblade. Let's move it into the correct zone. And then in this position, we are going to. I don't know whether it's worth just putting Winder on board for damage at this point. Actually, overlay attack. Haha, Brandon has not screwed up too bad. Special, and then we'll go. Dryden. We'll activate this. I've already got the punishment, so I don't really need the extra search. So we'll go for the pop. We'll send this. I'm not add the Ecclesia to our hand, which is here. We can Elder effect pop middle. Okay, so this should be destroyed, if that's correct. Oh dear. Okay, so basically the whole idea was to pop that and then move our plays forwards, but he's being very slow and that is not doing it in our favour. Okay, amazing. I don't know what my card does, but we got it off the field regardless. So we're going to special summon our Ecclesia because we control our Dryden, and then we're going to declare the effect of Ecclesia to search for our Flawed Release to our hand. Do we want to special the Flawed Release? I don't really. I guess I'm going to special that because I don't feel like he's playing anything that's like meta relevant. I'm going to set the punishment. We're going to enter battle phase. Attack. Chain. So move this here. Special this. Need to overlay this, and then we're going to attack you. I'm not even going to question that he can. You load that in. Turn to read. Oh dear. Okay, so that was that match out of the way. I do feel like that was a bit skewed in our favour. So we're going to go into another game again. So we're currently 1-0. I didn't really see us losing that one. If we did lose that one, then we would have some very poor, very poor plays going on. We even, sometimes you can play through misplays, and sometimes you just have to accept it. We're against a guy called Sex God. Have fun. I'm going to go first. Okay, so we drew the brick in the deck. That is not great, but got the Thoroughblade, so we're going to use the effect of Thoroughblade to discard the Whiptail to draw a card. Okay, punishment. That's not too bad, to be fair. Overlay attack Camadong. Then we're going to overlay the Tracker 9, and then we're going to declare the Tracker 9 effect, and we're going to detach the hand on to special summon this. Then we are going to 1, 2, 3. I think that we just sit on the Trident and then set 2 and pass. Not the best board, but his Trident at 1, you can have him back at 3. I would love that. Yeah. A lot of people are saying Trident come back to 3. Honestly, if Trident came back to 3, I'd definitely be running at 3 because there's a lot of times where it's just like, I just want that extra pop because I'm being greedy. But sometimes you just really just do need that little bit of something. Ooh. Okay. Let him add the Alistair because we already know if he's playing Invoked, he's already got the Alistair and the Invocation in his hand. Effect. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand and special summon 1 win, which yeah, that's fine. You cannot special summon monsters from your service to except level 5 or higher winged monsters. Occasionally special out of any set up. Okay. That's fine. You can search and then okay, he's not going for Lily though. We're going to chain the Trident and we're going to pop the Lily though. Is this a tuner? Ah, Glasswell's a tuner. Sorry. I missed that. What did it do? During your main phase, you can destroy spawn trap control controls and this means you control another card. You control destroy by this card's on the field and grade advantage card from the other card into the deck. Ooh, because you can pop 1 because it's in that item list. During your main phase, you can destroy spell trap control and pop to another item list and you control. Okay. I'm not gonna correct him on that. That isn't at Ignister. It doesn't say that you can't pop. has an extra effect. I should redraw. Yes, you should. Okay, so then he can. So if you know, let's go back to it. Okay. Okay. To negate its effects. So everything in the middle column is now dead. Cosmic Cyclone. Shane. So we're going to send the Entis to the graveyard to pop this, and then banish this, and then Elder pop magical. So we're going to pop the magical meltdown with the Elder effect. He's now locked into wind monsters because he decided to use the glass spell, so I wonder what he's going to do. Last card's in the graveyard, banish it, target one card and controls and shuffle it into the deck. You can only really target Dryden. Dryden's not chain. Like, that's just a misplay on his part. You know, what could he have done? Could have bounced a Dryden back and left me with a Whiptail, but he didn't. So Whiptail's quick effect to attach, saved him. Okay, that's fine. But any spells that he plays in the column is now dead. So that's what. Yeah, so Dryden's now negated. It's already used its pop anyway, so I don't really know where this is going, but we will see. We will see. Hopefully something good happens and we can get into some top duels. Not much is happening. Oh, can special the. I just need to do this. So one face won't negate its effects until the end of this turn. Oh, he's going for the desires. If he, there's no point in flipping this with that. You didn't banish him. You were supposed to banish him from the field, but you didn't. Jesus Christ. He's going to be dead confused now. Hey, here we go. The boy's caught up. He's awake now. I must have misclicked graveyard. No, he didn't, but it's fine. Not in the set. Why would you? I need to read this. I don't know what happened there. Target one face at monster controls, make these effects until the end of this turn. If this card was set before activation, I don't know if that's banished. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Well, we have 5 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to keep Whittail in the graveyard though, so we want to put you back in the extra, you back in the extra. 3, 4, 5. Hopefully we draw into something nice. 1, 2. Okie dokie, not really what I wanted. But hopefully we can do something with this pot of desires and capitalise off it. See if it is okay. If he's got the Ash now, it'll be a perfect time to do the Ash. Oh, friggin' hell. Barrage is gone, Flawed Lease is gone, Tenki's gone, Rapier. Oh, not great. But, you know, we still get the draw for, so that's fine. We can special summon, no effect. Then we're going to normal summon our Rammer. So that's fine. Going to activate the Nadir Servant now because Ram's set face down, and then we're going to send. We can send Entis and pop that, but I'd rather. I'm going to send Ash Dragon. Add the Fleur Lease to my hand. Then I'm going to special summon the Fleur Lease. Effects. Into battle phase. Attack. And then we're going to declare Fleur Lease. Port open. Oh crap. I take 200. And then we're going to attack over it. I don't know why I attacked first with the Ecclesia, but I did, so Ash Dragon. Right, we can see our deck, and we do not have just pass it straight over. Okay. It was. We're gonna Veiler. We're gonna Veiler that guy because we do not want him to get that invocation off. I'm hoping that he just, yeah, perfect. That is what we wanted to see. Flip summon, view, overlay Chakanine. This is when we just capitalise off opponents not being able to do much. That's why we keep the Whiptail in the graveyard, by the way, just so everyone's aware. You have to keep a zoo in grave for your Chakanine to be able to do what I just did. If you do not have a target in grave, you cannot detach, even though the detach, no. I don't know. Wrong effect. special back the Chakanine. And then we go Tiger Mortar. And then we declare. Oh. Exactly different. Well, we didn't normal summon that turn, so we can still normal summon the Ecclesia, but I don't know if there's any point in doing that. The defense is a monster. 4k defense. Oh, Alistair went for it, wasn't it? So it's 5k attack. 5,800 defense, please. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I think I'm just going to set the imperm, and then I'm just going to set the buffer and just pass. It's a big token. It's a big token. So I'll find a way to remove it. In fact, yeah, we're going to imperm that. That's it. Battle phase. 2 graveyard. That's fine. Well, I'm gonna smack you for a lot next turn. If I draw any Zodiac monster, we can. Oh, even better, the Tenki. Wow, this turn just got a lot more complex than I thought. So then activate Tenki, and then we're going to declare the effect to add. I'm going to basically show you why Tenki in this deck is absolutely bonkers, because it just gives us access to any Zodiac card, but just purely the fact that this can happen. Declare effect. Detach. Think. Okay. So yeah, we'll let him have a think of that. We can still swing at him for a lot. Effect there. Okay. That's fine with me. So we're going to overlay the Tiger Mortar. I'm going to declare the effect of Tiger Mortar. We're going to detach the Chakanine. Target itself and whip. And then we're going to special summon our whip tail. Overlay. Yeah. Okay, so if the Chakanine had a resolved, we would have been in a much, like an actually crazy position. So he's done quite well to stop that there. We can special summon the Ecclesia, but the only problem with special summoning the Ecclesia, it doesn't help us in this scenario at all. We can attack into the Nibiru with the Tiger Mortar and banish it, smack him for 4,000 damage, 5,500 if we summon the Ecclesia. So we actually can't summon the Ecclesia because of that. Yeah, so we're just going to. No. If he draws Invocation, Yeah, if he draws invocation, then we're screwed. We take 2,000. So he hasn't got an invocation in the graveyard. He has got an alpha in the graveyard, which should have probably looked at prior. Yeah, no, I'm just going to pass it there. Hope that he can't get over my token and my Tiger Mortar. If he can, then we are very, very screwed. Oh dear. We've got a good connection. Oh wow, yes, he drew the invitation. Okay, so he's some. Ooh, what's he gonna pop? You can tell one monster from the controls. You can tell one. Destroy it. And then obviously he's going to attack me for 3,000. Then. So not all we wanted, we didn't want to see Dash, we wanted to see a monster. We can special summon the Ecclesia, but it doesn't really do anything. We have our Flawed Lease in the graveyard, and we banished the punishment is banished. The other Flawed Lease is banished as well, so we can't get any searches off this Ecclesia. I'm just trying to think. Is there any reason? I think I'm just going to set it. Because if he knows it's an Ecclesia, he won't attack it with. Let's see if this card's in. What? Wait. How do you some? I need to read this card. This card's normal special summon. If this card is normal special summons, you can add one of them that comes from your deck to your hand except Glass Spell. Oh, also, yeah. I'm going to ash that. Okay, so flip. Can't be destroyed by monster special summon from the extra deck, so that's me surviving. Sure. Oh, an Entus. Fantastic. So we're going to activate the Idea's Servant. Okay, we're going to send the Entus to the graveyard. And then we're going to view the graveyard. We're going to add the flood. Whoa. Add the flood this time. Pop back here. So, I don't know. No, I will do that. Special summon. 2 attack position. What if this guy is special and wants to special into this field? I don't know what happens here. During the main phase, if you want to special quick fact, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, no. So this hits the field, and then it negates that. That can't. Yeah, that can't chain. Has to be. It wouldn't be able. It wouldn't be able to chain unless you can negate the summon. I think that's how it works. I really don't know. I'm guessing because Florlease hits the field. Yes. Florlease hits the field, and the moment it hits the field, it can non-targeting just negate something. Then because it's hit the field, he can activate the effect, it just wouldn't resolve, surely. Because it's an. You want to ask in public chat. Okay, thank you. Public chat is here, so what's this card called? Invoked. I guess is on field. Some dogmatica. And negate its effects. Can he chain it? What else? I'm not sure, because in my head the way it would work is Florlease would hit the field if someone wasn't negated, so then you choose. There's no, like, unless you have a strike to negate the special summon, or a strike to negate the effect to negate, like, you'd have to have something to negate the summon. What how respond to summon, put on summon it. It responds to summon, but on summon, because it's a quick effect responding to a normal effect. I don't understand. I get that. Okay. Just here. Just needed to check this. I could be massively wrong, and it could be, well, special summon that's attempting to negate this. This is then chained to pop it. That works. Can my monster be chained to his negate effect? The way I see it is because on summon it would negate it. You'd have to negate the summon to negate the negate. If that makes sense. I don't know. We live and we learn. This is why Dual Nexus, again, it's just so much better, because if something like this happens on Dual Nexus, then it is what it is. You just lose the monster and you have to wait for a judge to think about this. I was thinking we would have to be able to negate the summon to... No. All these activates when a monster is summoned. In this case, it's already negated by the time it can activate. Thank you. Boom! I'm right. So, yeah, the way Flawed Lease works is as it hits the field, it negates straight away. You have to negate the summon of Flawed Lease to negate its effects. And if you can't, then, yeah, because no, that will be all. Thank you. Just tell the people in the judge disagreed. Judge to negate the summon. Right, okay, so we will continue. So we will enter battle phase and we will attack this and then we'll declare Flawed Lease. We'll attack over that. So he's going to lose another 1,000. Oh, we lost 1,500. That's 2,000. Oh, yes. He lost 2,000 points there. Well, I'm sure he'll figure it out. We can always go into game 2. I feel like he's got the initial. Oh, effector search. I'm really happy I was right with that ruling because it would have really screwed with my head if I was wrong. Because, like I said, the way that I thought it would work is how it works, and that has actually made me very happy. To be honest, I didn't think that I was wrong, but you never know. He seems to be summoning quite. How many times? 1, 2, 3. I don't think he's going to be summoning 5 times. I'm thinking putting in these. We'll get rid of one of them, and we'll get rid of a Thorough Blade, swap cards, and worst case scenario of going to do that. No, I'm not doing that. So that's just oversiding for no reason. I was throwing those. Hopefully we go second and we can actually use the Kajus to a good advantage because I feel like he's just going to use the Win-Witch engine straight away to get a Crystal Wing on board, and nobody wants to go up against a Crystal Wing. Turn 1. We drew the brick again. This is not very good. This is not. It's not a great hand, let's be honest. The Pot of Avarice is, if this had been Rapier, this would have been a good hand. If this had been Ram or any other Zodiac, this would have been a good hand. Because it's the only, one of the only Zodiac combo pieces that is not a Zodiac card, it's not a very good hand. But yeah, if this had been any Zodiac card, we'd be sitting very pretty right now. So let's just see. We are yeah. That's going to resolve. He's going to get the pot. I do play a lot of hand traps, I've been told, but I feel like I play correct not necessary. Oh, Lightning Storm would have been fantastic. So we're gonna throw the foolish down there. See what we can get into the game. So we're gonna chuck our Ram straight into the grave because he is the vital piece of our deck. Activate the Revere's Servant. To negate the activation, I can still go into my extra deck. Judgment, you're going to pay 4,000. Okay, normal summon Buffalo. Battle phase. Let's put you on a clock, sir. Yep. Okay, so he's just summoning a beat stick just to get Ram out of the grave. That was smart. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to take 300, 1,300. If Invocation was a quick play, oh my god, that card would be busted. My hand is really not looking the best. Judgment, you're going to pay half your life again. Oof. I could special this, attack into that, and lose both. It would save. I think I have to special this. God damn. Into battle phase. Attack. And then declare effect. And okay, so I'm going to take 500. Well, if you can put 6,000, if you can put 3K on board net, then fair dues. Okay. All let's do is put Purgatorio on. Well, no. Yeah, because I put the fire in my grave. Let's see what he's going to do. If I was saying actual Invocation, that and that, my fire one in the grave, Purgatorio. He's doing about the same way, but fair enough. Yeah, I've seen enough. That's game. Lightning Storm's coming in because that was annoying. I'm gonna take out the Kaijus. Take out the Kaijus for Lightning Storms. I don't want the Kaijus anymore. Take out these. Swap. Go. Yep. really didn't want to see the invocation being used on my Ram. I basically gave him the game there, but my deck doesn't work unless Ram's in the grave. So as long as he keeps fusing away my Rams, I will eventually run out of resources and lose the game, which is not very good at all. Going into this now, hopefully we can steal the W. Okay, so we opened up pretty nice here. So we're going to normal summon the Raptor and declare the effect to send a Zugat card from our deck to the graveyard. Hopefully it gets hit with an Ash. The reason why I say hopefully is because we've got the Fool's Burial there for the follow-up play, so it getting hit would mean that we are safe. We know that he plays Imperm, so I do have to be careful. I'm just trying to think, if I go into Hammergong, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Yeah, no, we'll just do the attack. And then we will declare the effect of Chakanine, Detach, and Special. Do that. I don't think he's got anything at this point, because if he had anything, he would have negated the Chakanine. If he's got the Nibiru, then fair enough. Because he checked Grave. I've only summoned 1, 2, 3, 4. This next one is 5. Declare. No. Detach. Pop. Ram effect. Special attack now. So if he's got the big smashy rock, now is the time that he wants to use it. Overlay defense. Here we go. Okay, so now in this position, we're going to declare her effect, and we're going to detach to special summon this. Now the reason here is because sometimes when you get this far, someone that doesn't know what Zugat to do will imperm now because they think, okay, you've got 2 dead cards and feel they don't want to extend anymore, and they'll imperm you now. But if you have Ram on, then you can negate the imperm, attach the Whiptail, and you're golden. So we're going to declare, if we get hit now, that hurts. I'm not going to lie, so we're going to special summon our Dragon, and then we are going to send them all to the graveyard to summon out Megaclops. Then I think we're just going to set the Imperm and pass. Now, if I'd have done that through the Tenki, then you would see this board look very, very, very different. You can actually end on Megaclops with an Appaloosa with 3 negates. And obviously we'd have the Ash and the Imperm in hand, so that would be absolutely crazy. But because we didn't actually open the Tenki, we can't end on that board, I'm afraid. Also, Nibiru hurts this deck if you get hit before. I mean, how... Oh, you can tie to it. God. Fair enough, you can just slap her with Kaiju. Invoke wind, which becomes invoke kaiju 1 second. Effect. Pushing this compound, then pushing monster from your deck. We're going to Ash Blossom that. Does that look the same sound? Yeah, it does. See what's going on now. I mean, because we do run Monster Reborn, and because Megacops was summoned properly, we can now. You cannot switch monsters. Yes, because you are 10. Okay, so like I said, we've got the Foolish and the Whiptail, so we're not looking too bad because we can dump something else into the graveyard if we want to. Not that we really would. I'm quite happy to just hold on to this. Actually, what we might do is dump. I know this is going to sound stupid, but we only run 2 Fleur-de-Lis, so we're going to dump 1 to the graveyard, just so that when we activate Pot of Desires, we're not going to hit both of them. So if we do hit 1, we can still do a Servant and get it back. Oh, fantastic. We could give him a Kaiju, but I don't really. Let's see. Ecclesia's gone. One's gone. Imperm, Vela, Ram, Barrage, Kaiju. Another Ecclesia, Effect Vela. Okay, so we've got 1 Ecclesia left in deck. That's fine. So we're going to special summon. We're going to normal summon you. Special summon our Chakanine over the top. Declare the effect of Chakanine. Detach. Oh, we get hit with the Imperm. Okay. So now we're going to go Tiger Mortar. Declare the effect and detach. I think. Yeah, I think we just overlay. How can I get 8k on board now? We've got 2,900 on board so far. You're gonna take the full 29 now because I'm gonna send the Entist to the grave, and that's gonna pop your Alistair. And we're gonna add the Ecclesia's hand. Oh, we didn't get rid of the punishment either. That's absolutely disgusting. Elder Pop. Yeah, then we're going to special summon the Ecclesia, declare the effect of Ecclesia. I think here, instead of adding the punishment, I'm just going to add the Fleur-de-Lis to my hand. We're going to special summon the Fleur-de-Lis and attempt to enter the battle phase. Attack directly, and I'm going to declare this. So you get 1, and you get 1. So you're going to take 2k to the face. Then you're going to take 3k to the face. Then you're going to take 2-7 to the face. And then it's going to be GG. Well, that was an interesting game. I thought I might have messed up, but that is 2-0. So we are two wins and 0 losses so far on this stream. Hopefully we don't lose. I can't think of a worse thing to do than start a live stream and lose. That would just be absolutely horrific. But it is getting late, so we are going to have to call it a day after this match. So hopefully we can win this match. This guy has another low rating. I don't know why I'm getting put in all these low rating matches unless everyone's making new accounts for new competitive season or something. I do not know. Okay, so we actually have a very, very, very good open hand. I couldn't ask for a better hand right this second, as long as this Tenki resolves. If this Tenki doesn't resolve, then we are going to cry. I'm going to do the dirt. I'm going to add the rapier to my hand. Okay, so now I'm going to normal summon our rapier, and it's basically GG from here. We're going to declare the rapier effect to send a Zodiac monster from our deck to the graveyard, and we're going to send Ram, of course. And then once the Ram is in the graveyard, we are going to make Hammergong. Now the reason that we make Hammergong is because we have the Time Thief Winder in our hand. So we're just going to reveal the Winder, detach his cost, special the Winder. We're then going to put the Chaka 9 on top of the Hammergong, declare Chaka 9's effect, detach. We're going to special summon our Ram. We're then going to pop the Ram with the Trident. So here we could go into Eagle and Bounce, but we just want to get those additional things. Ram. I feel like everyone knows the Zodiac combo, and I just go through it a little bit too quick for some people. So if you are ever dueling me online, just make sure you let me know, because I just presume everyone knows what I'm gonna do, and that isn't the case with a lot of time. But if I ever go too quick, just let me know. So we're gonna move this over here. Declare the effect of Chaka 9 again, because Chaka 9 is so free and abusable. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to send 2 of them to the graveyard to make Brother of the Fire Fist Eagle. And we're going to activate Eagle's effect, so declare Eagle's effect, bounce the Tenki to our hand, view the deck, and we're going to send our copy of Buffalo. And the thing that made this hand better was even if anything got Ash, we could use the Foolish Burial to get whatever we wanted to the grave. So here we've got everything that we want out of the deck, so we're just going to bounce the Desires just to see if we can get any extenders. Okay, so that's going to resolve. Hopefully get a Barrage. Pot of Avarice. Fantastic. Knowing my luck though, I definitely banished be barrage because I've done it. Yeah, barrage and the monster reborn. Okay, so we ain't gonna get that, but what we can still go into Megaclops here. So we overlay these two to make our Chakanine again. Declare the effect of Chakanine, detach to special summon our Hammergong. We can then use these three to make our Megaclops. We can then activate our Pot of Avarice. And we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, and the rat here, 5. Shuffle, and then we're going to draw 2. Set, and we're going to set 1 here, set 1 here, and we're going to pass to our opponent. Now what I could have done again is I could have Foolish Bell the Flood Lease so that I didn't banish it. So I've hit 2 Ecclesias, a Flood Lease, and a Nadir Servant. Yeah, 2 Nadir Servants. So that was quite Dogmatica heavy, so I've still got all my Dogmatica engine to go. I just did hit quite a lot of Dogmatica cards. That is absolutely fine. Okay. I don't. Has he got game? No, because I've got the double impermanence. So he's going to take. I'm going to let him take. He's going to attack into that. He's going to take 700. Then he's going to attack into it and destroy it, and then he's going to. So on the second one, I have to imper. I'm going to lose my Megaclops here, I believe. Okay, so if I effect Veiler this one, effect Veiler that one. Okay, so now he's only got 3. So now that can't activate its effects. So he's going to lose the monster, and he's going to take 1,000. Right. So then that one attack. You take another 7 because from number 2 attacking. Now this goes to grave. I take 300. I'm going to negate this. So now what do you do, my friend? You're stuck at 2k. With 3 monsters on board, you can make Zexal and pass, but that isn't going to do much when I run it over with Megacops. Oh, we're making Megacops on Megacops. That's a terrible idea. Okay, the reason why making Megaclops is a terrible idea against me is any normal summon isn't out to Megaclops. I can pop it very, 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 very easily, and if he's not careful, misclick. No, no. During your main phase, new roll cards. I need to read calling. If new on network, you control moves. You can only normal or special summon once for the rest of his turn. Okay, so he special summoned that and he set that. Okay. Okay, so because he special summoned that, he didn't set a card. You can still set. This is quite cool, actually. So he's going to flip that. He's going to search the Fiendus. So he's got the follow up. Don't really know. You know, change one. This time, change one. Okay, so I could literally. Well, I'm going to activate Tenki first. I think. It's obviously a bait. I'm not going to use Pot of Desires, I'm too thin on that. You think, really? When your opponent activates a card or effect, target one doesn't negate destroy. Then negate the activation. Oh, we're going to get the activation, so it will go to grave. Okay, I'm going to declare. Is the only target in the grave. And we'll take the Guru. Yeah, because I'm going to slap Trident on and pop that. And then, yeah. Wait. I have that. It doesn't make it, if you have something I can just banish it, it doesn't, it really, can you repeat? You can see. Inactivate Megaclops. On activation of Megaclops. Okay. Oof. Okay. I'm going to activate Foolish Burial. What do I want to dump in the grave? What would I not want to see at this point? I've got one midday servant and one forward leaf, so it's pretty pointless. I'm guessing that the worst one for me to draw would probably be the Thoroughblade, so I'm going to dump the Thoroughblade to there. Just to thin the deck out a little bit more. Then we're going to normal summon our Rama. We're going to special summon our Chakanai. What can that get me into? Not a lot really. I can overlay the Chakanai. And then overlay the Tiger Mortar. Then declare the effect of this by detaching this. Target blade. Let's see what he's going to do. Okay, that's sound. Special summon this. Okay, so we now have and we're now going to overlay our Dryden. So we've got 2k attack and 2k defense. We're going to put the Dryden on it and then we're going to move it into the middle zone. Then we're going to... What am I more scared of? I'm going to declare the effect of Dryden. I'm going to detach the Tiger Mortar and I'm going to pop the Hidden City. I'm not scared of the Megaclops because destroy. Yeah, that's what Trident does. Because Trident's a quick effect and Trident can just pop the Megaclops, so that's not something that I'm worried about. He can flip the Guru, but he can't search the Hidden City again. So that's always nice. Yeah, there's really not too much that I can do in this particular scenario other than just sit on Trident and obviously remember to detach the Thoroughblade and not yeah, I'm gonna have to detach to pop the Megaclops. It's just one of those, if they top deck it, they top deck it. The only way that I can see me coming back into this now is if he messes it up. Oh, he's going to flip it and shuffle it back. That's fine. Putting Giant back isn't really the end of the world. I'm just going to scoop it up here. I've seen enough. Definitely want to scoop it up. Not really bothered about Dark Ruler. Not really bothered about Kaijus. I just don't want to see. I just don't want to see the back row, so I'm going to put 6. We're going to take out these. The imperms were nice. Take out this, so there's 3. We can cut that out 4, 5, 6. There we go. Nice. I like to keep the pop averages in because we do mill through the deck so much. I could probably side out the Foolish Burial for something else like a Kaiju or the one of something else, but I'm not going to do that. So we chose to go first again. This time we've got a CR Dogmatico engine, so we're literally just going to summon this. View. Right, okay, so we're going to special the Ecclesia. the Ecclesia is going to search the punishment, and then activate the servant. The servant's going to net us the flawed lease, and then the Ash Dragon is going to get us the second copy of flawed lease. So we're only going to be summoning one monster in addition to the Ram. So if we go, there's 2 summons. 3 summons would be Trident. 4 summons is Ecclesia. So if we just play around the Nibiru, because the deck can. Oh, has he got the Ash Blossom? If he has, okay. So we're going to send Ash Dragon to the graveyard, and we're going to add ourselves the Flawed Lease to our hand. Send that to the graveyard, and I'm going to set this here. Negate its effects. So during the end phase, Ash Dragon is going to allow us to add. I'm going to add another copy of Ecclesia just because she is a free extender. Could have special summoned her, but I didn't really see the point because we wouldn't get the search, and yeah. So we've got a Cosmic set, a Dryden, and an Ecclesia. It's not the best, but the Ecclesia did manage to break out the impermanence. Okie dokie. You cannot draw cards for the rest of the turn. Quite a heavy price for Pot of Extravagance. So that has to be the first thing that you activate. And then you can't draw. It's going to get terraforming, that's fine. Okay. I kind of want him to go Mystic Mine and activate it and then pass to me, and then during my turn I can Cosmic it and try and OTK him. I think I could normal summon an Ecclesia special and Ecclesia and special. And then I'd have 2k, 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 yeah, game. Hidden City. Well, I ain't letting the Hidden City resolve, so. Get rid of it. And banish it. There we go. Okie dokie then. Right. So we're going to try and go for game. And then we're going to go effect. Thinking. If he strikes it, we can special and use her effect, because it was effectively never activated. So there is always that. Oh, he's going to Ash Blossom me. That hurts. We're going to special summon the Ecclesia. So we got 45 on field, and then do I get greedy? This puts game on field. We'll go for it. Interval phase. Is that correctly? I'm going to declare the effect. if you strike it, you live. If you don't strike it, you lose. Yeah. It's GG if you can't negate it. Look at the chat. It literally says Dogmatica. Strike. Okay, pay 15. Too great. Okay, so attack, so you take another 15. I'll take another 15. I'll take another 15. Oh, I'm just going to shoot straight into that phase. So, quick steal with the Dogmatic cards. They're stealing us that game. Fantastic. Absolutely love it when you play Zodiac and don't even get to use the Zodiac engine at all. But you know, you have games like that, it happens. That's why the Dogmatic engine is in here, so that we can play through those awkward boards. Evenly matched is a lovely card to open going second. I won't be able to activate it though if he can get off his calling. So this will be very interesting. I'm guessing that he's going to have network ready, or he's going to add it. Hidden City. I mean, I guess it's probably the only way you're going to search it. Most people would have probably gone calling and gone through that, unless you've already got the network and then he sends that to grave to activate it. Well, no, get more advantage out of it first, couldn't you? Set up first. Go wild. Add your Fiendus. Or not. I think I just want to bait him. So I'm just going to do Ash Blossom. Okay, fair enough. Declare effect. Yes, of course it is. Okay. We're going to special summon our hand. Then we're going to reveal this. No, okay. Exciting. we got? 3. Not enough for avarice. Can't special summon this. Yeah, I think I just got better. If I get Cosmic Cyclone, I guess I can Cyclone this away. I don't want to use even the match when I've got Tenki on board, but Tenki managed to get rid of the Ash, so I could draw the Winder, so I guess in a way it's okay. I'm going to take 34 to the face. This is going to be painful. Quick math. Second defense and one subcolumns combined. That's crazy. He has put me on a very declare. Thinking. What does that even do? Change one. You're going to set the guru. You can't negate subter. Okay, well you can't. Just a sec. That's fine because it's negate, so that's still gonna go to the graveyard. That will get set. Yeah, I guess I'll just pass them. Okay. Now he's going to grab the Phoenix. Oh, I do not want to see the Phoenix. Oh, okay, he's going to summon that. Put that back. That's good. I like it. To the deck. Shuffle. And then I'm going to take 34. Oof. That is nasty. Okay. End of BP. Okay, so if I summon Ecclesia, declare her back to search. Impo. Ouch, that hurts. That hurts so much. Yeah, no, I just got to pass off. Literally haven't been able to do anything. This has been be most because he can flip Guru, search Fiendus, effective Guru, set this, attack. It's GG. Yeah, you just gotta when they've got there's nothing they can do. Fair play. Okay, so we went 2-1. Not the best in the world, but we did get stuck under that little lock that he had going on. I shouldn't have played Tenki when I did, but I thought I could have got off with a combo. I did think that if I didn't, then I could have maybe popped it. But it is what it is. I misplayed. What can you do? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and if you would like to see more, please let me know.